ourselves a bit of fun, shall we? Hey everybody, CoolPika here, and welcome back to more Let's Play Pokemon Shining Pearl. In the last part, we battled the man, Morimoto himself, who's been making appearances in battles and post-game content as of late. And we've also made our way to the battle zone. And in this part, Barry was gonna go check out the battle tower, so I figure we may as well tech that out as well. Alrighty, off the bat, we got greeted by maids here. Welcome to the battle park. It's your first time, isn't it? Please, step this way. Since this is your first visit, you need to be given a point card. Point cards are used only in the battle park. Here you go. And with that, we get a point card. That keeps track of the BP that we get rewarded from doing our battles in the battle tower. If you need information on the point card, please ask the receptionist next to me. So yeah, they can talk about, for information about battle rules used in the battle park, please ask the receptionist across the park for me. Yeah. They're basically rules here, but I don't need to talk to them since I kind of know how the rules go, pretty much. Battle tower's up ahead. Wonder what kind of trainers are awaiting there. But all kinds of tough ones, that's for sure. And off the bat, we've arrived here at Battle Park. There's a few things you can get here off the bat. There's a Razor Fang here that you can get. So, it's a bit out of the way, but you can go get that. And over here, it would be cool to team up with a beauty for double battles. I heard that the world's best gather here for battles. This is my chance to get global fame and recognition. The types of Pokemon, the moves to be taught and used, the items to be held, to become #1 here. There is no detail that can be overlooked. Yeah, there's lots of people here talking about the battle. Oh, someone brought their baby here. I'm a kid taughting trainer. I want to show my beloved son something cool, so I'm having to go out masterclass. Oh, someone's going really hard here. We earned a lot of BP at the battle tower. Now I can exchange it for loads of prizes. Now, I think before we go further into the battle tower, the first thing we want to do is I want to take attention to the exchange service corner, which is pretty much this big mansion right here. In here we got the mansion. This place is where you would turn your BP in. You can get a lot of good items here, depending on the amount of BP you saved up. What to get today? Perhaps a technical machine will do. Over here, in this exchange corner right here, she sells a few things here. For 200 BP, you can get an ability patch, which if you get that and put that in a Pokemon, you could allow a Pokemon with a regular ability to have a rare one. So if you're not happy with your Pokemon's ability, you can use that ability patch to give one that you want. And there's also the ability capsule, which can be used to switch abilities between Pokemon for those that have multiple abilities. Say if you don't have a ability you don't like, this is where you would get those. Bottle caps, we got a beautiful bottle cap. Some people are happy to receive some. I think these count like as rare items. I don't know exactly what they're used for. We got, of course, rare candies and some calcium and whatnot, some of their protein items. Then, of course, we got other items too. Power Bracelet. Yeah, there's all kinds of power items out here, and berries as well, from what it looks like. All kinds of items here that you can get for your competitive play. And you can also find some evolution items here that you're missing, like the Reaper Cloth. That can be used to evolve your Dusclops into a Dusknoir. Upgrade, believe that is used for, Dubious Data 6. I believe that's used for Porygon. I don't remember what the upgrade is for. Protector, I think that's clearly for Rhydon, Razor Fang, and Razor Claw. I always get those confused. But either one of these two is what gives Gligar to Gliscor and Sneasel into Weavile. And we got these. And we also got these mints here that are based off of nature's. 50 BP each. There's a lot of good stuff. Pricey. If you spend a lot of time, some of these items like really worth it if you're into the competitive side of stuff. Because these items usually help a lot depending on what you're going for. And of course, there's also technical machines here too. We got Calm Mind, Toxic, Bulk Up, Earthquake, which, oh boy, if you want to teach someone else Earthquake, you can do that too. Shadow Ball, Brick Break, Sludge Bomb, Aerial Ace, Attract, Energy Ball, Dragon Pulse, Will Whips, Stone Edge, Thunder Wave, X Scissor, Cut, Fly, and HM moves are apparently sold here as well for some reason. So, if you ever want to buy those moves again for some reason, you can get them here. But like, I don't plan on buying those anytime soon, but these are some stuff you can get. These are the stuff you can get here. I figured I'd show this off because you might be interested in these items. I don't have any big plans on getting these items whatsoever, but they're there if you want to do. If you want to. But that being said, I want to talk to these people here real quick. How's it going? If things aren't going well, we're not grabbing prizes here. It might toughen out your Pokemon just enough to do better. The building's so grand. Why does it need to be so? Oh ho! I see you've beaten the Elite Four. Then you can now have your level 100 Pokemon undergo Hyper Training. What's this? Oh, so that's what it's for. So, if you max your Pokemon's levels up to level 100, there's Hyper Trainer available, which is something I've seen in Sword and Shield. So that's what that's about. Okay, forgot that was a thing now. Grandma, I went and traded. Can I have this, Grandma? Oh, what is this, dear? Oh, a Sludge Bomb? Why, thank you so much, dear. You're such a cute, tough, and kind girl. I feel blessed to have a grandchild like you. Yeah, what's that? He said. Did you see that little girl with her grandmother upstairs? That girl a little terror in battle. You can never judge people. What I most care about is the crushing power of my darling Pokemon. Are there any prizes that would seem to help them get more power? Yeah, that is everything in 10 so far, but with that being said, I think we can go ahead and go into the Battle Tower now, and, oh boy, doesn't this seem familiar. What the? Whoops! Sorry about that. I was in a rush. Oh, wait a second. Aren't you... You're Jordan, from Twin Leaf. Wow, that brings back memories! So if you're here, he can't be fun but far behind. This should be fun! See you! And, oh yeah, twice in a row, deja vu, huh? What the? Oh, hey Jordan! You came to the battle too, huh? Tower 2, huh? I just see how I measure up before going up to Stark Mountain. That guy you were just talking to. Nah, it's alright. I get here on my own power. It won't take long before I see him. See ya, Jordan. I'm gonna toughen up here. And off he goes, not even giving a second thought. And already, we're at the Battle Tower. To get a big win streak at the Battle Tower, you get to battle some real superstars. In the battle rooms, the 7th trainer you face is the room's boss. You'll need to stay focused if you want to win. And with that, we've made it. Welcome to the Battle Tower. Gather all ye great. Oh, wow. You can just tell how tall this thing is just from looking at it. I mean, it's not all of it's even on camera. That is just insane. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That is one big tower. Okay, no, I don't want to look back at this tower anymore. So, anyways, we're going to go ahead and make our way into the Battle Tower. As you know, Battle Tower is a Pokemon staple that has been here for generation to generation to generation. It comes back in some kind of shape and form. It always comes back in some shape or form, whether it's like a tree, a tower, or a mansion, or another tower. You got what you want here. Or a subway, because they do subways too. They profile you on TV if you set a good record here. This is my only chance of getting my glory as an idol. Yeah, I used to live in a place called Hoenn. There's a place like this back here too. Oh la la, you look tremendously powerful. Verily, I shall look forward to engaging you in a battle. Only a handful of trainers are tough enough for the masterclass battles. I'd love to take on that challenge someday. There are so many tough trainers around. It's scary, but let's do our best, Pikachu. I trained my little guy until we couldn't take any more. He's going to do 100 win streak for sure. Right, Pikachu? You look something of an expert. I'll bet you're just longing to know everything there is about Pokemon, right? Yes, I can tell just by looking at you. Well, you're in luck. I'd like to give you a present that will let you see straight through a Pokemon's innate strength. It's called the Judge function. After selecting a Pokemon in the box, press the plus buttons or the minus button to see its potential. With this, you'll truly be an expert. Oh, that's a nice little tip that I didn't think about. I'll look at that later. With that being said, how the Battle Tower basically works is, basically, you pick 3 Pokemon. You pick 3 Pokemon you want to choose from. Certain legendary Pokemon are banned, like main legendaries, event Pokemon, or stuff like that, yada yada. You can't bring any of those. All Pokemon will be set to level 50. So it's basically the flat rules. And how this works is you have to get a multiple amount of consecutive wins throughout an entire winning streak to face the boss of the tower. Pretty much like so. It can be either. It requires a lot of skill to do. But if you can manage to get through it, oh boy, you can just say it's a proud accomplishment if you manage to get through it. I was only able to do stuff like that in Battle Towers like a few amount of times. Only because that's some of these I think the recent Battle Tower from Alola and Sword and Shield, they actually allowed legendaries and event Pokemon, so that's how I was able to get by with that. But I think I honestly did fairly well in the Battle Tower in Sword and Shield. I think it's like one of the easier Battle Towers though, but this is like one of the more challenging ones. It does require skill to do, so you just have to. It's clearly you want to set yourself up with the best items and get the best training possible. But that being said, all you gotta do is get those winning streaks. So we're gonna do a battle. While I'm gonna do a single battle, while I cannot promise it, I do not intend on. While I do plan on doing this, I have no real plans of actually going through. I have no real plans of actually going through and to actually fight the boss of this tower. I have no full plans of doing it. The idea of this episode is just to show it off because just to show how good it works. But aside from that, it is difficult to do, and you'd be pretty lucky if you manage to do it. Like, and if I attempted to do it, we'd be here for like a very long while, so I'll just say this. If we somehow happen to get to the boss on our own strength, I'd be surprised. I'll try it. I'll give it a try. This is what I'll promise. I'll at least give it a try. I make no promises of actually able to winning, but if we don't win, then that's that. But if we do win, then great. That's a big accomplishment. So, but aside from that, that is pretty much how things are gonna go for this battle. So while we battle these trainers, I do want to discuss a few things too, because I think this is like really important, and much to my more disappointment, and to be perfectly honest, I kind of saw this coming. Here it comes. Pokemon Platinum. This place was really different. In fact, they've expanded on the battle zone a bit. No, by a lot. And it was a welcome improvement. And what kind of improvement are we talking about here? Well, I am talking about the Battle Frontier. The Battle Frontier is honestly one of my favorite scenes to come from Platinum. And why that is because there's not just the Battle Tower, there's also multiple facilities that are there. which I believe there are like 5 in total this time around. 5 in total. 5 facilities with their own Frontier Brain. The Battle Tower one included. There's the Battle Tower, and here, so these are basically the facilities that you get in them. There is the Battle Factory, which is basically you go through consecutive wins by using rental Pokemon. You can go by the standard 50 rule or go by the max level rule, and you would keep battling until you fight the frontier of that one, which is Thornton of the Battle Factory. And next up we have the Battle Hall. We choose, basically how that works is, we choose one Pokemon to our liking, enter this awesome stadium with a bunch of people. You would choose a type of Pokemon you want to battle with, and the best way you want to do it is battle Pokemon that you would have a type advantage with, and get a win from, and get a 10 winning streak from there. And from there, you would battle the... And from there, you would battle the Frontier Brain once you got enough executive wins, which would be, if I remember correct, I don't remember all the names of the battles, so I'm kind of like Wikipediaing this all over. Let's see here, who was the Frontier Brain of this? Battle Frontier Trainers, Okay. I don't remember. I don't exactly remember how it works. Oh, Snorunt. Okay, there's a Battle Hall in Pokemon Platinum. How that works is basically... We got... Okay, the Frontier Period for that one is... Argenta. They will... From what I've seen, they are more likely to use, Pokemon that has an advantage over yours, so that is something to look out. And sometimes they would use legendary Pokemon as well. How you prepare for that, I don't really know, but it's usually it always depends on the Pokemon you are using on that one. That is all I know. Believe it or not, when I did a recent playthrough of Platinum, like a year, 2 years back, I actually managed to beat Argenta. Argenta is like the only Battle Frontier Brain that I've actually managed to beat. Then next you would have the Battle Castle, which is, believe it or not, it is actually the debut of a certain Elite Four member back in Black and White. Remember Caitlyn from the Elite Four? That was where she actually first appeared in Pokemon Platinum as the Queen of the Battle Castle. Yeah, that's where she came from. In case anyone was wondering. So yeah, it was not in Black and White. She has been around since then, which is honestly something that I did not catch on to when I first played through Black and White. And when I was able to connect the dots, I thought that was like a really cool thing. But as far as the Battle Castle goes, while she's not exactly the Battle Frontier Brain, well, kinda. It is actually her butler. Oh geez, I forgot this. And I don't remember his name off the bat. It is the Castle Valet Dark, who battles alongside the Queen Caitlyn. How the challenge works is, when you do a battle, you have Battle Castle points that you earn from battles. And you can choose to... You can exchange them to get certain benefits. Like, increase HP, heal your Pokemon up, restore PP, or buy items. Stuff like that. And, again, get a certain amount of consecutive wins, and you face Dark, the Castle Valet of the Battle Castle. Then, of course, there is another one I really like, the Pokemon Arcade. How that works is, it kind of works like a gambling game. Like, what you do is, there's like a rotation platform tile, like, you want to stop it on a certain platform to do certain things, like, you could your Pokemon would be poisoned for this one battle, or you could poison your other enemy for this one battle, or nothing could happen at all. Like, you can inflict status elements on yourself or other opponents, or you get some kind of boon, or your enemies could get, or your opponent could get in a boon. So stuff like that could happen. And from that, if you get enough consecutive wins on that battle, you would face the Frontier Brain, which is, if I can remember her name, looking this up on Bulbapedia because I don't remember, you would battle Arcade Star Dahlia. I don't remember her Pokemon off the bat, but again, they're pretty random as far as I'm concerned. Because I don't remember all the Flash. I don't remember it all the bat because I will tell you this, I've actually never managed to beat the Frontier Brains aside from. Oh no, actually, there actually is a set team they use. Okay, apparently, Dahlia uses Duckstar, Medicham, and Ludicolo. Okay, so they do use, there are certain Pokemons they do use. So, okay, that's good to know. Yeah, so it's not random, it's not based on any teams or anything. I think for Argenta, I think it is based on that kind of stuff, but I think they actually do have set teams. And, fun fact, actually, this moto's so great, and apparently it actually does make an appearance in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, too. So it wasn't in just Platinum, but it was also in Heart Gold and Soul Silver as well, so that was really great. Battle Frontier was also something that happened in Emerald, although it's kind of a different animal altogether. The battle facilities are like way different there. And again, it's disappointing that we never managed to get. It's honestly disappointing that we never really got. It's disappointing that we never really got to the Battlefront. We got the Battle Frontier, these remakes. But then again, we never really did because apparently don't quote me on this because apparently according to Masada himself, I think the reason why Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby didn't have the Battle Frontier then is because I think Masuda said something like, oh yeah, we didn't put that in there because kids aren't interested in that stuff, they rather play Pokemon Go on their phones now down these days, or something along that line, which I'm like, bro, man, dude, you clearly do not get this generation at all, and your fan base. I was like, really? That's your excuse? That's like your excuse for not reading the Battle Frontier in? Really? Come on, man, there's people that wanted the Battle Frontier to come back at this all times, but honestly, I think it's the fact we had Basida on this project, at least directing it, I think we're just kind of doomed not to have it, sadly. I feel like the Battle Frontier is also kind of important too, because it was also where we actually first meet Caitlyn. So I thought it was so honestly, in my honest opinion, I think we should have kept that in regardless just for that. And plus, we could get some references. It was like missed opportunities to make some references to like the Unova games, which is kind of unfortunate. But yes, and again, I think this will be the last of my complaints whatsoever for this going forward, because aside from that, yeah. You can see why I do like this. You can now see why I do like this remake, but at the same time, it's not my favorite. I still prefer Platinum at the end of the day. It's just that when you take away a lot of features that made Platinum great in the first place and don't incorporate those elements into these remakes, it doesn't have me as engaged as it should be. I mean, I'm just playing a better version of Diamond and Pearl, not something definitive whatsoever. I do think I did have a fun experience reliving this game regardless, but although I really would have wanted something more definitive, like just have all the Platinum elements in these remakes. And aside from that, I mean, aside from that, there's also story elements in Platinum 2 that are missing. Like, there's 2 new characters that got introduced in there too, aside from the Battle Brain, which were a big part in the main story. And one of them has been a recurring character for at least every single generation now. And it's kind of a crime that they didn't put that certain character in there. Because that was where he was introduced. But again, I think that's a topic for a whole nother time. A whole nother time. But aside from that, that's kind of my rant here. I've said I wanted to say. So far we've been getting like really good consecutive wins here, but I'll see if we can step the game up real quick. Okay, that's pretty good. Got this trainer down. I've been going on for a while now. Like, how many wins we gotten so far? Okay, full health. Thank you. Where are we at? Oh, already number 5. Wow. So after this, we only have to do 2 more battles here, and then we're done. Why are you in your swimsuit in a tubie? This is not the appropriate place to do this. This is weird. There's no pool here. At least, I don't think there is. Why are you dressed like that, man? This is not the place to be swimming. I'm gonna use surf. Yeah, so far I'm actually having a pretty easy time, although as you climb up the ranks, it does get pretty difficult going forward, because this is only it's not hard to get the first round of executive win streaks here, but once you go up the ladders, it does get pretty difficult. I'm gonna use Ice Beam here, since we're dealing with Bagon. Yeah, there's also chances you can see some Pokemon you wouldn't encounter anywhere else too. Like, we got Bagon here, which is a Dragon-type Hoenn. And fun fact here, you don't need the National Dex to actually take part in the Battle Tower. You can just enter it and you'll still see those Pokemon regardless. They just won't register to your Pokedex. So, I'm just letting you know that now. The big reason why I got the Pokedex in the first place was really because, without it, you'd be locked off to certain areas of the game, and you would not be able to get all the Pokemon and access everything that that the post game has to offer. Because, believe it or not, while this post game is not as great as Platinum's, I will say there are a lot of legendaries to be found. Not to mention, I still have those event Pokemon that I have on me. So there's tons of Pokemon you can that we're definitely going to be catching throughout a Sinnoh. So there's still, so don't think there's not a lot of journey to be had in Sinnoh, because honestly, we still have a fair bit to go over. And honestly, the best way to start off is here in this island in the Battle Zone. And honestly, the Battle Zone is really just the tip of the iceberg. Oh, cool. We got a Larvitar here. That's pretty cool. Where's it coming? Okay, let's see here. Okay, Larvitar's down. So far, we've actually been getting it pretty easy so far. Oh, hey, Cubone. I actually used an Alolan Marowak in Sun and Moon. That was actually pretty fun to use. I think I named it Pyra. Yeah, I named it Pyra. Yeah, that's right. Because I got that game around the same time Xenoblade 2 was out, so naturally I knew what I was gonna name it. Okay, next up, we're gonna use Ice Beam. Oh, Swablu's gonna use Takedown. Okay. Oh, critical hit! Okay, that's pretty easy. So, yeah, other than that, that's basically the Battle Frontier brain in a nutshell. I basically cover mostly. This is mostly the cover. I cover mostly. So really, we're just gonna be doing most of this battle here, and probably after this, I don't know how many win streaks in a row you have to do. I think it has to be like either two or 3 for this. Oh wait, no. There is still something that can be done here. Okay, there is something else here that's not here in the battle tower. In the battle tower, there is something else you can do. And I've mentioned this in the Union Room, but tag battles are not a thing for some weird reason, and the same seems to apply for Diamond and Pearl, for these remakes, and the Battle Tower. You can do tag battles here, which is not a thing in the Battle Tower, and I think it's only worth noting because, in the Battle Tower, what you can do is, with tag battles, you can get a person, you can connect with a person to tag on the Battle Tower with you. That is an option, but if you say no, not to worry. You know all those trainers you traveled with throughout the Sinnoh region? Well, they battle along your side. So you can choose one of the trainers once again, and if you want to battle with them once again, like usual, you can now do so. So you now have the option to do so here. Which, unfortunately, that's not here, so that's kind of a shame. I honestly would have loved that tag battles because, that and the remakes, at least in Alpha Sapphire, they had some new tag battle partners there too. You could team up with your rival. You could team up with the boss of Team Aqua or Team Magma, depending on what version you got. May/Brendan. And Steven the Champion. Yeah, you got a lot of options. I mean, think about it. Would you not want to team tag battle with Cynthia herself? That would have been amazing. I'll tell you that. I would have loved to see that happen. But sadly, it's not meant to be, sadly. However, there is another interesting scene that is also worth noting about the, Battlefront. At least the Battle Tower, I mean. Double battles, there are battles here that are actually exclusive only to Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. And those battles are, if you do double battles only, you are actually able to for some reason, you are actually able to have a rematch battle with the Team Galactic Commanders and Cyrus himself. Do enough win streaks and you'll get a chance to battle either Jupiter or Saturn, or Cyrus and Mars. For some reason, despite being wanted criminals at this point and have a big criminal record on their back, you think for some reason they would not be allowed to come in here, but no. Apparently, for some weird reason, a lot of them must walk on in and let them participate in this battle, doing whatever. Yeah, not doing anything about it. Yeah, it's not like they're trying to exact revenge or anything at all. Yeah, why is he not in jail? I don't know. But with that being said, we actually did our win 7 win streak. This was pretty easy all around. We got 3 BP for that. That's actually pretty nice. Thank you. I don't know how many more win streaks you have to do in order to get it. It's either 1 more or 2 more. I think after a certain amount, you're able to like battle the frontier brain of this place. But until then, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do the rest of these. I'm gonna do like a now, I make no promises on this, but just cause I want to see, but I never said I was gonna try. So I at least want to try and see how far I can get with it. So for this, I'm gonna use the best team I could possibly use for this. Let's see here. Gonna use Gibbs, Hugo, and Terminator. This is what I'm gonna be using for this fight. Actually, I want to change your item real quick here. By the way, I actually did do some grinding on the ground like I said I do, and I managed to get some items that could actually help me out here. I got a Pixie Plate here, which boosted the power of Fairy type moves. I'm actually gonna give that to Hugo. weird thing about this, actually, about the plates. For some reason in the underground, you can get more than one of these plates for some weird reason. I don't know why that is, but for some reason, you are able to do that. I don't know why, but you can do it if you so want. So I can just use that on my, Hugo here, and see how this plays out. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna go through a winning streak off screen, see how that plays out, and if I manage to get to the Frontier Brain, then I'll show you how I do in that battle. But if not, then it is kind of is what it is. So, so I did say I was gonna try. I never said I wasn't gonna try. I am gonna try this. So let's see how we do. Okay, I think I triggered it. It was 3 in a row. Congratulations on your reading streak, Challenger. Tower Tycoon has sent word that he's impressed with you. He recognizes your skill and he'd like to challenge you to a battle. Are you ready to battle the Tower Tycoon? Heck yeah, I am. I'm ready for this. And FYI, I have actually looked up this guy. I don't usually do this, but I looked up this guy's Pokemon beforehand just so I know what I'm getting myself into. I already know his Pokemon beforehand and what items they're going to be using and what moves I am to expect. So, with that being said, I am preparing accordingly, and hopefully with the team build I have, I can make this possible. Hey! My name's Palmer! I remember you from when you were in Twinleaf, Jordan. You're always playing with my son, Abab, right? You've grown up since then. Most impressively, too. So, I'd like you to show me. Show me the bond you built with your Pokemon. Show me the skill you've acquired as a trainer. Here we are! We are facing Tower Tycoon Palmer. And this guy is pretty... And if you can't tell from the first time we met him, this guy is basically... He's basically, Abab's dad here. Or Barry's dad in this case, because, I mean... The apple doesn't really fall far from the tree, doesn't it? Okay, starting off all the bat, he's gonna use Rhyperior. Okay, I know what his moves is beforehand, and I think the best... And I'm honestly glad I didn't use Winter for this, because otherwise Winter would have been toast. But thankfully, we got a next best thing, Dumban. Rhyperior is a rock and ground type, so... I think the best way I can get through this is by using close combat. Because that will be super effective too. It did half damage, but it did what I needed to do. So that's actually working out pretty well. Rock Wrecker, what does that do? How much damage is this gonna do? Oh no! Oh no! That took out Dumban. Oh no! Oh, I don't even... Oh, I could go into Terminator, but that's a huge risk. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Please tell me this is gonna be faster. Okay, wait, maybe I can bail myself out of this. Oh wait, Rhyperior's down. Oh, thank God. Okay, so that's Rhyperior down. Okay, next up is Milotic, which I'm not gonna have so much trouble at all because I don't think Milotic has anything that will... I don't think Milotic's gonna have anything that's gonna take out my Terminator here, so, it does have Hypnosis, which is something I'm probably gonna have to worry about. So I want to keep an eye on that. And it does have Recover, which will make it a real pain, so... I think what I want to do first is Electric Terrain, and... Oh, I avoided the attack, cool! So, what I'm gonna do is activate the Electric Terrain, then use Thunderbolt, and hopefully I can take it down in one fell swoop. Other than that, let's go for broke here. Okay, it's just using Hydro Pump, and oh, I actually might be able to finish Milotic. Oh, sweet, one shot too. Which means we're gonna go into the last Pokemon, Dragonite. I don't want to switch into I don't want to switch into Garchomp just yet. I'm speaking too soon, but we're actually doing pretty well. Actually, way better than the first time I battled the Tire Tycoon. While I'm at it, I'm just gonna say it now. I'm gonna confess, like, I've never gone to the Tire Tycoon before, not at all, not even a Diamond and Pearl, so honestly, I was unaware of the music that plays for Palmer and Diamond and Pearl, because apparently in here, in Diamond and Pearl, when you battle him, the Cynthia theme plays here for some reason, because back then, the Battle Frontier theme doesn't exist. And to be perfectly flanked, you had a chance to actually, and I'm gonna say it, Game Freak, you had one job. You could have put the Battle Frontier theme for this guy here, and you didn't do it. I mean, come on. This guy is a man of his own. He deserves his own theme. He's got the Frontier Brain theme, you didn't even use it. Come on. I mean, just listen to it. Listen to how bopping it is. I mean, yeah, it can't be more bopping than that. Oh, that is honestly on the high side as a letdown. So yeah, when I first got to him in my Brilliant Diamond Pro series, this took me by surprise, to be perfectly honest with you. I had no idea Cynthia seems placed in this, guys. But anyways, I don't want to switch into Gibby just yet, because I know he does have a Dragon-type move, so I want to see how much damage I can do with Terminator, and see what happens from there. He used Aqua Tail, which doesn't really do a lot, and gonna do the same thing again. I'm just gonna let him go ahead and use his Aqua Tail, get that out of his system. So far, I am doing pretty good here. Oh, I did it! Terminator took out Dragonite. We won. Losing to an Alstarian trainer like you, I can live with that. Oh, dang, this is actually my first time beating Palmer here. Oh, wow, I actually did it. Okay, cool. I was not expecting a win at all, but I did it. Bravo! One day, I imagine my son will come challenge me just as you have. That's someone to look forward to a great deal. You'll become ever more skilled, the very same way your father did. Oh, you're talking about my non-existent father? Yeah. Thanks for rubbing it in. I don't even know who my dad is or what he's doing right now in the world. No one tells me anything about him. Keep battling trainers from around the world and keep growing greater in stature. We did it. Wow, I did not think I was gonna win that. Oh, this is my first time doing it. Oh, man. More reasons to be proud of the team I created here. It also helped that I picked out the right team for it. Although, albeit, I think I probably would have done better if I had Hugo in the party instead of a Gibbs, but no, it worked out. It worked out in the end. I don't have any regrets with the team I picked whatsoever. Congratulations, you beat the Tower Tycoon. You present you with these battle points in recognition of your talent. And with that, we get 20 BP for that, which is a lot. That is a lot right there. With that being said, we did it. I look forward to serving you again. And with that being done, I believe now that you defeated Tower Tycoon, I believe if you go over here, we now have the Masterclass Battle Room available, which... Oh. I thought you had to... Oh, 49 times, actually. Okay, I thought you only had to defeat the Tower Tycoon in order to unlock it, but... Nah. It's not the case. But in any case, though, that was a win regardless. I'm not going to attempt Masterclass or anything because that's where, like, the real difficulty kicks in. But, man, I have every right to be proud of my accomplishments here. Man, that was great. I think also another thing worth noting here is his team is actually really different compared to his team is really different compared to Platinum. Platinum, he uses a different team entirely, which is actually oh, so if you actually no, his team actually changes when you beat him on the 49th consecutive battle, which is if you beat him there, he will have 3 legendary Pokemon on his team, which is Regigigas, Heatran, and Cresselia. All legendary Pokemon that we've not yet encountered, but can be pretty challenging. That is like the more challenging version of that fight. I don't plan on doing it whatsoever, but of course, if you beat him, he does say something different. So keep that in mind. But with that being said, man, I'm not attempting it. I have no plans on attempting it again. I at least wanted to battle Palmer once just to try and see how I do, and I did it. I got no regrets here. I have no plans on doing it again, really. So that's enough for me. Okay, that's enough for me. That being said, I think it's a good place to end things off here. With that being said, next time on Let's Play Pokemon Shining Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, I believe we're gonna go off to Route 225 and check out what Stark Mountain's all about. Since we did hear there's some treasure down there after all. What better place to check, because there's still a lot to do in this island after all. So we may as well check out what that is down at Route 225. I will see you all next time. CoolPika.